All right, today I'm going to teach you how to create a texture overlay on your photograph. And this can look really nice for some portraits and for some fine art or some still life. So here I have a photograph of an old baseball mitt and a baseball. And basically, I'm going to start off by, of course, duplicating my background layer as I always do, Command J. And now if you look at the top of the screen, I'm going to be able to switch over from one image to another. And here I have a texture overlay. I want to take that texture overlay and I want to put it on top of the other photograph. So how do I do that? I'm going to go Command A to select all, Command C to copy. Now I'm going to go over to the other image. I'm going to go Command V. Don't worry about that. It just says that it's basically in a different color space and that the colors will not necessarily match. I'm going to go OK. And so here is my other image. Now it's in the wrong orientation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it. So I'm going to do Command T on that layer. And now I'm going to rotate it. If I hold down Shift, I'm going to get it right to 90 degrees, which is good. I'm going to move it down and I'm going to pull that down here. Okay, so now I'm going to click on return. So now it's completely covering my other photograph, which we can see right here. So this is going to teach you a little bit about blending mode. So if we're on normal, it means that you can see the entire image. If I just bring down the opacity, I can't see it at all. If I just bring it up a little bit, then that's fine, but it's not giving me a very nice result. We're not really taking advantage of our blending mode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it at about 60%, and I'm going to go through the different blending modes. So I'm going to click here. This is dissolve, darken, multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker, lighten, screen. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Color dodge. Now, these are all really, they're very strong effects right now. The hard light might be kind of interesting on the background, but it would have to be reduced on the glove and on the ball, right? Vivid light, same kind of thing. Linear, pin light. So all of these will have a different effect, and it all really, really depends on what it is that you want from your photograph, what kind of effect. Oftentimes, overlay and soft light are very, very nice. They work out really, really well. So let's just see. Actually, let's do linear light for now, only because we're going to be able to see it a little bit more. All right, which is going to be good for the video and just to teach you about how this all works. So right now I still feel like it's a little bit too intense. I want to have a little bit on the background, but I don't want it to be too obvious. So right now, it's affecting the entire photograph. I want to take it off the glove and the ball a bit more. So what do I need? I have to add a layer mask. So down here on the left-hand side of the adjustment layer, I'm going to click on that. And now I have a white layer mask. And you know that white reveals and then black conceals. So all I have to do is I can either paint it in or paint it out. If I change my brush to black over here, if I click the X key, I can change it from black to white. I'm going to change it to black, and I'm going to go into my brush tool, and I'm going to change my brush to maybe about 20% flow. 19 is fine. I'm going to make it a bit bigger, and I'm going to take it off, basically, the glove and the ball, but not entirely. I want to have a little bit. I want it to be a nice soft transition. Okay, and if I want to add a little bit back, all I have to do is change it to white, and I'm going to add a little bit of that texture back again. So here we go, before and after. All right, and if I found that this is a little bit too much, no problem. I just click on my layer mask, click B for brush. I'm going to bring it down even more, maybe 5%. And I'm going to erase it, so I have to have my black brush on. And I'm just going to go over this a little bit. Okay, so it's just getting rid of that layer. Okay, and let's see the before and after. So before and after. So when you see textures and stuff, that's exactly how it's done. Once this is all done and you're happy with it, then what you're going to do is you can click Shift and you click on your top layer, your bottom layer, and then you can do Command E to merge them all down into the same layer.